Hell yeah! Game facts can't exactly stay in here, so I'm going to switch out. I don't want to get burned. I'm going to go to a special attacker for obvious reasons. And he switches out to an Infernape, which is a great matchup. There's no Infernapes that like taking an Air Slash. I don't feel like I'm really going to die in one hit. So I'm going to go for Air Slash, and it ends up taking him down to his Sash, which makes me know that it's this whole like Stealth Rock and Overheat with Blaze kind of deal. I'm going to go to Reptar for the reasons of 1, resisting fire, 2, setting up Sand to kill him, and, you know, getting the Sand boost for it. And I just feel like it's a really creative... Oh, he freaking crit me. God, that hurt. Well, that kind of makes the whole play... I felt like it was a great play, is the moral of the story. I was like, this will be sweet. I'm switching in something that's ×4 and stab weak, and yet it was just perfect. Unfortunately, it didn't go out more than one play, but... I also see, obviously, a Hariyama in front of me, so I'm thinking this Togekiss is going to be pretty important. But I want to get rid of those rocks. That's imperative for me. He double switched into a Starmie, or simultaneously switched, knowing that Tyranitar wasn't going to stay in there anymore, thus Starmie becomes more potent. And what? Gravity! So first off, having this thing called Newton is hilarious. Second, that makes me know it's going to be like Blizzard, Thunder, Hydro Pump, and this is scary. This is a scary thing. Stealth Rock is gone, so that's making me think, okay. I know what that means in the back of my mind for what my plan is. I'm going to go to Reptar because, 1, I know he'll dodge not dodge the Thunder, but be able to survive the Thunder. He'll get Sand back up, this and that. Who the hell knows? Maybe he'll miss the Hydro Pump, maybe not. Fodder him off. But it was more importantly, I wanted to get him up there as fodder since he got critted, he wasn't going to do anything. So that Sand could be up, and I could then switch in this guy when there is no... during a death turn, so that he doesn't just die immediately, and boom! Sunny day, let's get rid of the Sand. Now I don't have to worry about switching these guys back and forth later on in the game. That was worth the fodder to me. He thought he was going to get a free turn and just recovered up, hoping that Shadow Sneak wouldn't kill him, but he was wrong! And he can't hurt me now, so I'm going to get a free burn on something, and he's like, what the hell do you do against Shedinja? So I get a burn off on Spiritomb, which is sweet. Unfortunately, he's going to have burn and Pursuit himself. I'm going to switch out, knowing that Pursuit is coming, because it's really, I can stay in and get a minor amount of damage, but what if he went for a burn instead, and then I'm dead? This way I at least survive 1, I guarantee it, whatever. I'm going to go right back out to Aeropostale, just in case it was burn. Regardless, it's still just the best place for me to go, hitting on the special side. And a Stantler comes in, which I kind of misplay against. I heard it a lot, and knowing how important this guy is right now, I probably should have switched him out. Stealth Rock is gone for him and for Shedinja, but I decided to stay in and go for an attack. I don't really remember what I was thinking because Stantler is pretty freaking dumb. I'm not really afraid of it, but it's going to do something. Unfortunately, he T-waved, which I guess it's not honestly the end of the world. It's just annoying. Hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. A Crobat comes in, which I don't think is really that threatening for me yet either. I expect him to taunt, because he's not going to want me to T-wave him. Therefore, I expect to switch out somewhere here, get something benefiting, or get a matchup that benefits me. And obviously now I'm going to be really fast. I'm going to Stone Edge. I know he's going to go to Hariyama. I probably could go right back to Togekiss, but I think, you know what? Let's just hold off. Let's see what happens. I'll just play the game normally. I'll force him to make the right moves. I don't want to do anything too crazy and lose Togekiss, and Lord the hell knows what. So I go into Blastoise because I feel like it's probably going to be a little bit safer. He's not going to have like an Ice Punch to hit he might have Ice Punch to hit Togekiss, and I don't really want to deal with any of that. I know I can sit in here, dish out some damage, take some damage, no big deal. Stealth Rock is gone, so him being a spinner is no longer important. Now he just needs to be a meaty, fat Blastoise in the middle of the game, which is what he is. Takes a... Oh my god. He lives at 1. He's putting on his best Altaria impression, but he did it off a crit, which is kind of freaking cool. So he obviously should have been in much better shape here. He would have been able to survive another hit, kill Hariyama. It would have worked out much nicer. Maybe I'll still get the... Hey, a Bullet Punch! I can maybe survive that if you would stop freaking critting me, dude. Jesus! So Blastoise goes down. That's fine, whatever. That's what you get when you're not the best starter of all time. But that allows me to bring in Ninjask over here. I love this freaking thing, dude. I'm going to U-turn right out. I don't care. He's just dead. You can't touch the Jask. You can't touch the Jask. You can't touch it, man. He's like MC Hammerbug. So I bring in this guy. Now that Hariyama is gone, I know he's going to be a little bit more threatening, but he kind of has two things in his way. It's going to force me to go right back to Togekiss. I probably shouldn't really have gone to GameFAQs in the first place. I don't know if I either just wasn't thinking or forgot or didn't care. I don't remember, but that's what I did. So I switched back into Togekiss this turn because I was hoping he would do something and allow me to stay in, and then I could start throwing T-Waves at him, and he wouldn't be able to switch in. I'm predicting the taunt that time, getting some damage out there, and like I was feeling the first time this matchup showed up, he doesn't really have any significant way of hurting me, and I know he can roost off my air slashes, and I'm paralyzed and this and that, so like eventually if he wants to stall it out, which I know he does want to stall, eventually that will work in his favor, but at that point Crobat's not going to leave with full health, and I've got a couple of offensive guys. I'll be fine. I end up switching. We both ironically switch out at the same turn, which is funny because we both like to stall. Thankfully, a Hydro Pump misses. It didn't really make a difference. Ninjas just comes in and U-turns and, whatever, don't care. But it's nice to see that I guess he needed gravity up after all. Can't hit an apple on top of a head with a Hydro Pump? Whatever. Shut up. You stop that. So I'm going to, again, make the obvious switch right back into Togekiss with the intention this time of just T-Waving right off the bat. I don't know if I've shown him T-Wave yet, but we're both pretty certain that, of course, I'm going to have it. Just in case that he wants to try and bring Crobat in and he doesn't this time. And I'm like, that's fine. Now he knows I have it. I'm just going to sit here and go for it. He's burned. He's going to eventually lose. T-Wave has 1,000,000 PP, so I don't care about his pressure. I've got lefties, so I'm not really under duress of being hurt, and T-Wave is going to only help my PP if I'm going to be, or being paralyzed is only going to help it. So I know his Pain Split can restore, and we'll both gain lefties, and he'll get burned down, he can Pain Split, and we can be here all day. But I'm figuring once he gets down into the yellow HP, I'm not going to wait for him to Pain Split, I'm just going to throw an Air Slash out there. It's probably going to be enough to be the difference. If not, hopefully Burn takes care of it from that point instead. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for. I get fully paralyzed. I don't know if I went for it on that turn or not. I feel like my brain wants me to, but then I don't go for it this turn. So maybe I could argue that I was expecting him to Pain Split there, get it off, and I wanted to hit him instead and just speed the process back up of getting down there again. I don't know for certain, but we just essentially started over. You just lost a minute of your life, and here we are again. So we're going to rinse and repeat. Speeding up the process a little bit, going for an Air Slash. I want to see how much it does. I know he's likely to Pain Split here, considering he's going to die if he doesn't. And at this point, even if Crobat comes in, he's going to be forced just to do nothing but roosts. And because I set up the Pain Split, I bring in a freaking Shedinja, and I forced him to Pain Split against a 1 hit point free... Oh, I was like super stoked about that. I was probably dancing around the room like the Numa Numa dance, and dude, I don't even know, but that was super freaking hype. I don't even care. Shadow Sneak incoming. I'm gonna kill this damn thing, and I'm just like, what? Is it really faster than? There's no way it's faster than me. I don't know. Maybe I predicted Sucker Punch, and I wanted to go with X Scissor instead. I'm not quite sure, but that definitely put a hole in my sails right there, and yeah, whatever. I'm still in good shape. Don't exactly care. Get fully paralyzed. That was probably an Air Slash, which probably would have killed it. But now that I'm hurt as much as I am now, his Pain Split's going to be much less effective. It's really just a matter of time. I still have at least one poke. I know I've got Ninjask still. I think I still have GameFAQs, to which this guy's only move appears so far to be Super Fang. Super Fang, Roost, Taunt, Oh, look, Brave Bird. So he's got Brave Bird in there as well, but it is his last poke. He can't take out all of my guys, so I am going to pull this win out, and it was tremendous amounts of fun, and I really enjoyed this match. I really enjoyed doing roulettes for you guys, and all of these videos. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I will catch you later. Take it easy. Peace, everybody.